forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. On the move, it's Bohanna. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Takes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The option look. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that play out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. 2nd and goal, closer to the doorstep. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown Gators! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Florida! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the...
It's caught. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
What a great job tackling that time by the quarterback. Out on an island by himself, it's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Under fire. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. It is so hard to stop a drive. When you force a field goal, force the field goal. Don't give them another first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge. Then he might be able to do some more damage.
Goes to the option. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Warren. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down, still moving.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. The Gators will hustle to the line. Back to the ground game on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So They'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And
Touchdown, Gators! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And he is piling up the touchdowns in this one. Remember, Tebow put a 55 spot up on the board, and Warfel knew how to find the end zone, too.
Yeah, tons of guys have known how to do that when they've worn the blue and orange, but this offense is really cooking, balanced around him. He can do it all. When you can run like this and throw the football, just puts so much pressure on defenses. It's an absolute nightmare.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious. Keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And how about about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Leaves it with the back. He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Coming out with it, it's Jennings. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on 1st down. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field to catch the defense off guard.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a...
And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.